Well, this marks the end of another successful snowshoe trip. This time we checked out the Gold Lakes area east of the city of Oak Ridge, Oregon, and we explored two shelters, the Betchel and the Westview snow shelters. Follow us along for some great scenery. We'll cover a little bit of planning, and if you stick to the end, I'll show you how you can purchase a snow park permit with the state of Oregon online and enjoy the snow parks in the same day. Let's go. As we head east on Highway 58, let me explain who the we are. The we are my lovely wife Jennifer, our golden Labrador Clark, and my good friend Patrick, who was on one of his first snowshoeing trips ever, even let me use some of his footage.
Here we go. Road closed. Again with Dave, we're out snowshoeing.
So Gold Lake Snow Park is extremely popular. And what that means is that we really actually didn't need snowshoes. The snow was so well worn down by cross-country skiers and other snowshoers that we could just use our boots. Worked really well. It was a cloudy day, but it made for some absolutely fantastic shots. Clark Dog was having a great time. Once you do get to the end of this 1.8-mile trail, you do make a hard right to get to the shelter, and that's when we did need snowshoes. The snow's rather thick, and the tree wells are pretty tall, so just be aware of that. You get to circumnavigate some tree wells that are about 3 to 4 foot deep.
We made it to the snow shelter, and around the corner, how much snow is on the top of that sucker? Down there, Dave's crawling in. I don't know if you can see him or not.
So the snow was fairly thick on the roof, but inside it is fully ready to go, including firewood.
Shoes and the stove and lots of snow.
Good boy, Clark.
And a place to sleep up there.
This is the ladder to the sleeping loft. It's large enough to fit 2 people if you slept head to toe. It's a little narrow. We didn't get an opportunity to spend the night. We had to head back to the car. The skies just kept clearing up as the day went on. But we wanted to do some actual snowshoeing. So I jumped on Gaia, which is my favorite mapping software program. No, I am not sponsored. I just love their product. And you can see this is a very gentle slope, only 1.8 miles. We even saw young parents with their child in sleds being towed. It's always fun to check out Diamond Peak. It's not very often you get a view like that. So take advantage, pull over and check that out when you get an opportunity to do so. So that was day 1. We went home, said goodbye to Patrick. He had to head back north. And I jumped again on my planning software to see if we could actually do a snowshoe trip, because I noticed that there was a trail going uphill from the entryway. So as you see, I can just use the routing feature of Gaia and have it just follow along the path. And as I'm doing so, it is laying out what that looks like. And as you can see, it's really doable. It has us go up a hill. It has us walk near Odell Lake. That's the blue you see down there by the south. And then it returns us right back to the road we started on yesterday after we visit the Westview Shelter. When we returned the next afternoon, we found exactly what we were looking for. It's something about taking the path least traveled. It's usually the more fun. It was steep, and you definitely needed snowshoes. You would sink without them. But these trees are absolutely amazing with the snow packed on them, and the dog really enjoyed himself as well. We're going to opt for the less difficult, which is that way. Absolutely beautiful. It is powder. There's a lake right there. So proper snowshoe etiquette is to stay out of the cross-country skiers' tracks, which is over here. We try to do the best we can. It's hard to train a dog not to do that, but try to be courteous if you can. That's our goal, Westview Shelter. We're going that way.
It's absolutely breathtaking out.
Come on, Clarky! Yeah, Clark Dog! As we approached the shelter, Clark Dog was indicating that someone was already there, and he was right. There was a father, son, uncle, and dog all planning to spend the night in that shelter. So unfortunately, we can't give you a tour, but it looked just as well stocked as the Betchel Shelter. As the map showed, you just walk around the shelter and you link right back up with that road, and we can head immediately to the parking lot. And now, as promised, how to get a snow park permit. So there's two ways you can buy a snow park permit. You can go to any local retailer that sells them, such as ski shops or convenience stores or gas stations, and you can pick up a daily permit, $5 per day. But if you're going to do a lot of snowshoeing or a lot of stuff in the parks, an annual permit works, and you can buy that online. So if you just type in Oregon DMV Sno-Park permits and click this link, we're going to go down here to buy a permit. So I'm buying an annual today. I'm going to click next. And then you just fill out all this information, and including your payment. And they will issue you a snow park number. And that's the number that you want to write down on a scrap piece of paper and place that on your dashboard. That works just as good as the one that the DMV will mail you. But we all know the Postal Service takes about 3 to 5 days. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dave. Hopefully I taught you something along the way. This channel is going to be about outdoor adventure. It can cover multiple subjects such as backpacking, snowshoeing, whitewater rafting, mountain biking, canoeing. I have a lot of interests and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. The biggest thing that I want to put out there is every day is an opportunity to fill that mental slideshow. So get out there, build that mental slideshow. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.